Hey, y'all remember when Joe Diffie had that song about, the cause and effects of things going on? Because one day me and him was hanging out at Smokey's bar, and he was like, man, you should have been here last week. It was a crazy time at Smokey's. I said, well, what happened at Smokey's bar? He said, well, this chick came in, right, like one hip at a time. She was in there walking in here really smooth, and then this guy saw her, right, and the guy went ahead and like called his wife and said, look, I'm working late tonight. Don't wait up for me. You gonna do your own thing. As soon as he hung up, that's when the wife got on the phone with the sister and called the sister and said, I need you to go ahead and get over here. And she's sitting there in tears. So that's how that whole thing happened. Then so she leaves out. She tells her boyfriend, hey, I'll be right back. The boyfriend's like, look, I want a beer. It's right up the road. I ain't even gonna trip. I'm gonna go ahead and get in my car and go get this beer. And he's like, man, I'm not gonna be long. So he actually left everything running, and then end up when he's in there getting the beer, there's some teenagers drive off with his car saying, hey, you only got one life to live. So now they going and doing that. So they actually almost get into an accident because they swerving, almost hit a doggone semi head on, but then they jumped the curve, went into a Shoney's parking lot, hit a big boy. The big boy flew up in the air, hit the bank clock, and then that hit a light post, and then that thing sparked, went all crazy, and then the town went dark. And then the waitress who saw everything was like, look, they got to be aliens at the mall or something of what's going down from what I just saw. And so now the mayor's getting called, and they sitting there bugging him, and now they're trying to get in contact with the chief of police saying he's not in his car. And they're like, well, if he ain't in his car, where he at? He's like, use your head. If he not in his car, then he's hiding from his wife down at Smokey's bar, where we at now. So I was like, homeboy, so you mean to tell me the dude who called his wife and said he wasn't going to be there is the same dude, like the sheriff, that's the same person? He said, exactly. And that goes to show you the cause and effect of what can happen when you're not where you're supposed to be. I was like, explain. He was like, because if he had not been there and been where he's supposed to be, then he wouldn't have called his wife. The wife wouldn't have called the sister. The sister probably would have got the beer and known to not leave the car running, but that didn't happen. So then the boyfriend, then that means the boyfriend wouldn't have gone there. The car wouldn't have got stolen. They wouldn't have hit the big boy in the Shoney's parking lot. That wouldn't have hit the bank clock. That wouldn't have hit the light pole. That wouldn't have put the town in complete darkness and wouldn't have everyone else going crazy. I was like, you do make sense. He was like, yes, because it's cause and effect. It's a series of events that goes on right here. And, it's and it looks chaotic and it looks crazy, but it all makes perfect sense. And you just got to understand that this is just the craziness that goes down here. I was like, you're right, because that is crazy. I mean, he's like, what else can you expect from here? Welcome to Earth, the third rock from the sun.